Hey, my name's Julian. I don't know if you've noticed in scripture, there's some incredible pictures of Jesus as conquering king, as the lion, the lamb, as the king of kings, as the rider on the white horse. I love all of those pictures, but there's one picture of Jesus that has intrigued me. It's a picture of him as a gardener. In fact, the first revelation that we see of Jesus post his resurrection is as one who is a gardener. The Bible tells us that Mary in the Gospel of John is looking for Jesus in a garden tomb, and she sees him and she thinks he's the gardener. That's incredibly important for us to understand because John is helping us. He's wanting to point to something. He's giving us a sign that points back to something. John's whole book is an allegorical book. In other words, it shows us something of the genesis of the world. In fact, his book begins as a book of beginnings, saying, in the beginning was God. John is the book of new beginnings. It's the book of new creation. And what we see on the cross is Jesus beginning this incredible work of new creation. And why I love the picture of him as a gardener is because when we begin to understand that everything that we see on the earth began in a garden, but not only that, everything in terms of our relationship with Jesus, in terms of our relationship with the Father, was lost in a garden. We see that Adam in the garden chooses his own will over the will of God. He chooses to disconnect relationally from a loving God. But what we see in the Garden of Gethsemane is Jesus choosing the will of God, choosing to stay connected, choosing to obey him for the sake of thousands and thousands upon multiplied thousands to come into relationship with him. I love that what was lost in the Garden of Eden is restored in the Garden of Gethsemane. And here we see a little bit later in the garden tomb, John wanting us to understand, again, this is a picture, this is a pointer. We see Jesus revealed as a gardener, not as a conquering king, not as the one who's come to judge the world, but as one who's come to get his hands dirty, who's come to get his hand in the earth, as one who's come to recreate, as one who's come to demonstrate the new creation. And Mary sees that in an incredible way. And there's three things that I think we need to understand why that is important. First point is Jesus is our new Adam. He is the one who has redeemed everything that was lost in the old Adam, and we now found our life in him. We find our life in the new Adam, the one who brings the new creation. The second thing is really important, is that Jesus takes on a posture of a worker, a gardener. Your work is important. Your play is important. Your rest is important. Everything that you do is super important to God. The physical reality of your life is never meant to be separated from the spiritual reality of your life. The third reason why I think it's really important is that Jesus invites us to be gardeners with him. We get to redeem spaces that have been void of his presence and bring his presence and make things beautiful again. You and I need to have green fingers. We need to get our hands into the dirt and muck of this world and release the new creation wherever we go. If you like this content, please let us know in the comments below. Also follow us on Instagram. We are putting out loads of incredible resources and content weekly. I know it will encourage you.